Hey Solar Girls, I'm here to show you some TinkerCad tips. If you look at my screen, you're going to see a blue grid. This is our work plane. Everything you design in TinkerCad needs to be on this work plane. If you look over here to the side, you see this cube. This cube lets me spin my work plane around. This is really important when you're designing so you can see all sides of your products. Okay? You can also use two fingers at once if you're on a laptop and click on the trackpad and hold your click, and this lets you spin it around as well. You can also use your mouse or your trackpad to zoom in and zoom out. And then when it gets too out of whack, you go over here to the side, you see this home button, you can click that and it brings you right back to your starting point. All right, so to get a shape, you drive over here to this menu bar on the side. I'm gonna grab this cube right here, click it, and it attaches to your cursor and you can place it anywhere you want on the work plane. Once you set it down, it's going to be highlighted with these squares. These squares let you adjust the size of your object. So I can click it, drag it to stretch it out to however big I want. I can also use the white square on top and stretch it up taller. Okay, and so you need to see both sides. All right, now I'm going to show you how to lift objects. There are two ways you can do this. If I want to put a roof on top of my square, I would go over here to my toolbar and get my roof. I can set it in my work plane. And if you look on top of my roof, there's this black cone. When my cursor goes over this cone, it turns red, and that lets me know I can click on it. So I can click that cone, and it lets me lift my roof up off the work plane. And then I would slide it around to find the right spot. You're going to adjust your screen view, stretch it to be the right length. Here we go. And make sure you check all sides and angles to make sure your roof is lined up. Okay, that's one way. The second way you can do this is using a work plane. So I'm going to go over to my toolbar on the right and click at the very top, work plane tool. I'm going to select it. Once I select it, there's a blue square attached to my cursor. And I can place that work plane wherever I want. I'm going to put it on top of my rectangular prism over here. So I'm going to put it right there on top and click my mouse. Now, if you look, I have a second work plane now on top of this rectangular prism. So whatever I get from the side, whatever shape I select now is going to go on top of this yellow work plane. So I'm going to go select my roof, stick it right there on the rectangular prism, and then I can stretch it out. Now, to get rid of this work plane, you simply go back to your toolbar, click work plane again, and then you're going to click in this blank white space over here to the side. There you go. Now, we need to group objects together. So there's two ways to do this as well. One way is you can click around your objects, hold your click, and drag this dotted red square around the two. And then you go up here to the top where the square and circle are merged together, and that is our group key. We click it, and then our house is attached together. Now let me show you the other way to do this. This way, I'd rather you do because it's a little more precise, especially when you get a few more objects in your builds. So I'm going to hold down the shift key. This is on my keyboard. I'm going to hold it down, then I'm going to click select both objects that I want to group together. So I'm going to click the bottom of my house, and I'm going to click the roof of my house. Then I'm going to go back up there again and hit group. And now we've got them grouped together. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to cut a hole. Your house needs doors and windows, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our toolbar and get a shape. I'm going to use the red cube for my door. I'm going to change its color so I can see what I'm working with a little better. Resize it to the shape of the door that you would like. Now, I want my door to stretch all the way through my house. So I'm going to pull it all the way through until I see it on both sides. Then I'm going to go to this toolbar. Select the whole circle. It's gray with those stripes through it. And it turns your door into this transparent see-through shape. Now, I don't have a hole cut yet. I can't see through my house. So now I have to select the two objects I need to cut. So using my shift key again, I'm going to hold down that shift key, select the door hole, and then select the object I want to cut it into, which is the base of my house. Once I have both of those selected, this group symbol lights up again. I can select it, and now I have my door cut through. You can also use the drawing the square around the two things to group them as well. So let me show you that one more time. Let's put a window up here in the roof. So I'm going to lift my shape up. Make sure I stretch it to the other side of the house. Turn it transparent with this whole circle. Hold down Shift and select both shapes that I want to use to group. There we go. Bye. Thanks for watching.